Hi guys, it's Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology, and I am here with you guys today for your tarot reading for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs for this here full moon in Cancer we got coming up. Oh my goodness, we have a lunar eclipse. It's going to be a lot of things, okay? But you know what? We survived that full moon in Gemini a month ago, and I think we got this, okay? Geminis. Shout out to one of my favorite Geminis out there in the entire world, to Amu, who gifted me this beautiful mug. Look at that, you guys. It's got the temperance card on both sides and is beautifully decorated, and it's just a wonderful mug. And so thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for that. I got shout outs for all of my air signs today, actually. I'm so excited. You guys, if this is your first video, welcome. I have been noticing like my videos getting a lot more views. Definitely subscriber membership is going up. Thank you guys so much. Okay. I hold myself to these readings every 2 weeks because it's a good way for me to just sort of stay in the zone when it comes to tarot, in addition to the personal readings that I do. So while it's a commitment to me, I'm also like really super happy to be serving you guys as a community. So thank you for being here. Welcome aboard. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the information for that is below. I'm going to pause real quick because I sat down without any water. Okay, twins, let's do this. Real quick note about the astro forecast. Those are separate videos now. I know that like not everybody watches them, so I just figured I'd save you guys a little bit of time, get right into your readings, but please do check it out if you are interested. If anything comes up in the reading today that points to it, I will point you in that direction, okay? So, Gemini, what else do I want to talk about? There's another astro forecast out there called Getting a Seat at the Table that I think is really important. There's this huge conjunction between Pluto and Saturn going on right after our full moon, okay? And so they're just things worth noting. They're things worth noting, okay? Lots of information out there. Go find it if you want it. I'm going to go ahead and do your reading. I'm going to let you know that this is a collective reading. So while I hope it resonates with as many of you guys as possible, it is definitely not guaranteed, okay? Poke around, take a peek at your sun, moon, and rising signs. Look at old videos because even though they have dates on them, like they don't expire. A message is going to find you when it is meant to. And if you are new here, you'll probably notice I work a lot. My readings are very much centered on inner work, like personal work. Doing the work is what I call it, okay? You're here at Soul School. You don't get passed just for showing up to class, okay? But it's exciting, okay? Doing the work. It's good work. It feels good. And it helps us live our very best life, our absolute spiritual best life, okay? So, why do I feel like there was something else? Yeah, information's below, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so can get right into it. I'm going to call upon my divine spirits of love and light, ancestors, allies, and guides. Please give me voice to deliver a clear and concise message to my Geminis in alignment with their highest good and their greatest personal development at this time. I got two popped out. I love it, you guys. Remember how I said who y'all know who I call upon, ancestors, okay? So these are both very much about grounding, okay? So root chakra work, okay? If you've never done like any sort of transcendental meditation, like that thing, I don't know if you guys have ever done a guided meditation where they tell you to imagine that you have roots going into the earth, okay? That's symbolic of our family tree, okay? The roots of our family tree, okay? It's symbolic, of course, of our connection with nature, but the tree metaphor is really important, and I'm just getting trees in my head right now because it has to do with both of these cards, okay? So your ancestors is about your family tree, and the nature is about being out, you know, where the trees are, okay? All right? So let me channel a message here. I'm going to do one by one. Got my little old lady light up here. Yes, I love this. Okay, so I am going to channel one message that's kind of been coming through I read for somebody yesterday. I wonder if she's a Gemini, but I'm getting the same message for you guys that I got for her. And that is, your ancestors are really proud of you. If you guys don't know this, okay, I personally believe, in addition to all of our karma and the trauma that we accumulate in our lives, we're also carrying forth the trauma that is in our DNA, the trauma that belonged to our ancestors. We also carry the gifts that belong to our ancestors, okay, and their guidance and protection, okay. But what's really, really amazing, because here's the thing, there are certain karmic cycles that your ancestors were never able to break, and you are. And you doing that healing and breaking those cycles heals them as well. I don't know if you knew that your healing goes into the future. It affects your future generations, okay? You're transforming your own DNA when you heal. You're transforming future generations, but in a way you're validating your ancestors, the work of your ancestors, and you're healing them, okay? 555, go look it up. All right, and so know that your ancestors are with you, and know that it pleases them to guide you on your mission, okay? They see you as their child, okay? So if you grew up in a Judeo-Christian religion where you were given this narrative of you're a child of God. We're a child of God. We're a child of our Creator, of this beautiful, amazing universe that is capable of creating such unique and beautiful things, okay? So the white flowers they're calling my attention to, and the fact that she's very young, okay? Not that you're a child, but there's some innocence here. There's something new that you're able to, wow. Specifically a female ancestor. Yo, this is a funny story, okay? I like when the pictures talk to me like this. See how grandma up here has these 3 flowers in her hair, okay? But this girl got a whole flower crown, okay? All right? There's something that you've been able to achieve that your ancestors could not, and they're looking at you with such pride right now, okay? You are a child of theirs, and they are proud of your hard work, okay? So, any loved ones that you have that pass on, here's a message I delivered, I think, to Pisces. I had a pretty specific message that Pisces should be very mindful of their dreams. If you guys are, dreamers, if you have visits in your dreams, and even if you do meditations and things like that, I think that any time you are in that moon space, is like what I like to call it, there may be somebody who wants to come through and deliver a message to you. Ooh. I'm going to lay that just right there, okay? I don't know why I needed to pick up the next. All my other signs got 3 cards, I think, too. So, deck is talking. All right, so nature, okay? This one they want me to go to the book because there's a message in the book. I've seen this card come up in several readings so far, and it always kind of has a different focus. So... and sometimes I just get the intuitive message. Sometimes I want to look here. I'm going to skim. The red poppy is associated with death, remembrance, and renewal. Did you guys know? Oh my gosh. Go Google this. The Tower of London. When was it? It was in 2017, 2014. It was an Armistice Day anniversary. Okay, and I think there was this art installation in which there's essentially this like river of red poppies flowing into, I think it was the Tower of London, okay? I just have to adjust my brightness, you guys. Sorry for my spaciness. We're all Geminis here. I'm a Gemini moon, so. Anyways. Look it up. I think it was like do London, red poppies, Armistice Day, okay, or World War I. It was a tribute to those who had passed in World War I. And it was these red poppies, okay? So, remember the sacrifices that your ancestors have made. I know this for a fact, okay? I feel like living in the age of Aquarius, being a reader and a healer in the age of Aquarius, it's very important to practice like whatever decolonial practices I can, okay? However I can inject that. So I try to be very woke about the fact that knowing who your ancestors were is a privilege that is not afforded to all people equally, okay? So some of you guys literally don't know who your ancestors were or what they did, but you have like, if you have any sort of imagination of them, understand that that's more real than you know, okay? So some of you guys, and if you are able to do the research, you guys. I have the mother of like my 4th great grandfather gave birth on the Atlantic Ocean, you guys, like in the 1840s, had him with a freaking baby. Whose sons went on to be my patriarchs. That's amazing, okay? So I've got an ancestor on my altar because I was able to do the research. Not everybody can. So I want to be woke about that and I want to be honest about that, okay? But those of you who do not have that documented connection to your ancestors, it is in your DNA, okay? So these red poppies, they wanted me to tell you the story about World War I, okay? Wow, and they said warrior mentality. For some of you Geminis, generations and generations of your ancestors had to go to war. And you may or may not have physically, like you may or may not have ever been in the military. But you carry forth this warrior mentality. And you have an opportunity to do healing that they were never able to do. Okay? Poppies, all right? I told you guys. Okay. Red is the color of energy, life force, and the root chakra in the human aura. By nourishment absorbed through the earth, this chakra helps sustain all other chakras, enabling them to thrive and remain healthy. Eat root vegetables, dig in the dirt, hug a tree, play with a dog or a child. These are all grounding activities. Okay. So, wow. So something about being in nature can actually help you connect with your ancestors. But also really kind of help to ground you in life. That's a typo. On any level. Evaluate your integration with nature and allow your intuition to reveal how you would most benefit from her healing elixir. So we all have a different relationship with nature. We all have something different to gain. But you guys, that's kind of funny that word elixir came out, because I always, like, even though it's just anything medicinal or anything mixed, right? I always think of it as something enchanting, okay? So I know I'm 13 minutes into it, but y'all gonna get a good reading today. Okay. This is connected to the ancestor message because we have these white flowers up here. Okay. For some of you guys, okay, this is very, very real. For hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, your ancestors were not allowed to openly express or practice their spiritual gifts, and you guys get to do that. Okay, you guys get to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and peek at enchantment and see if there's anything there. Then I'm gonna move on because that tarot wants to talk to you. Who I have today? I've got the Light and Shadow Tarot and the Crow Tarot. I do like this. Although the motions of the sea are unpredictable, this is a moment of peace as gentle waves lap against the shoreline and the approaching ship guides towards its destination. Okay, so be open to receiving things at this time. Okay, be a port. Be open to whatever that ship is that's sailing at you, honey. Get ready for it. She getting her hair combed out. What if there's a sailor on it? Oh my gosh, right? We don't know. Okay, so she is waiting in preparation. She's getting ready. But y'all, your ancestors want to talk to you about it. They got a message for you, okay? I feel like you almost, like, they're really happy that, like, they have this special gift for you because you've reached. I almost feel like like this story that's being told about this family is that this girl has reached a certain like milestone in her like growing up, in her development, and they're celebrating by presenting her with a gift. That is really freaking beautiful, you guys. Yeah, because that sun in the background, that sun is rising. And so this is something very, very new that's being offered to you. But you have to be open to it, okay? I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to move on to the tarot, okay? In honor of you guys, that was the longest opening ever. Okay. I think Pisces' whole reading was like 22 minutes long, so. Y'all know how I do. You know how we do. Gemini gang, we can't shut up. We can, but how boring is that? Okay, I'm going to take off that stinking ring. We are opening up with the Light and Shadow Tarot. Thank you again, Divine Spirits of Love and Light, for coming in this space and giving me voice to deliver a message to our Gemini friends today. Okay, so Light and Shadow, the sun, and the moon. That which is visible to the light of day, and that which remains hidden in the moonlight, such as things like your relationship with your ancestors and your spiritual gifts. So your spiritual gifts are essentially, the image that they're giving me is that your spiritual gifts are reward for work that you've done in the 3D world. Alrighty, let's do that. Alright guys, let us begin, if we can, pretty please, with our Gemini. Give me a couple of cards to help shape a message. What is coming to them with this lunar eclipse? Lunar eclipses in general, you guys, this one's been weird because they always come in pairs, okay? This is beautiful message that they're giving me. They always come in pairs. And just like, you guys, my mom is a twin. My mom's an identical twin, and she just celebrated her first birthday without her twin sister. And even when you're separated from your twin physically, and this can have to do with soulmates as well, there's still a bond that exists between you. Okay, there's this like energetic space between you, okay? And the message that they're getting me is right now is that these eclipses are twins. The solar eclipse that we had on the 25th and the lunar eclipse that we had on the 10th of January, that we're having on the 10th of January, there is a special energetic bond between, there's something special energy about this period between these two eclipses. I don't know why they wanted me to share that information. All right, let's get a message. What's this lunar eclipse got in store? What's coming? Okay, this card actually represents the moon, not the moon. Okay, so the moon card, that guy behind me, that is actually associated with Pisces. The moon, the heavenly body, the moon, that's the high priestess. Okay, y'all, this is, if you're not into your own like spirituality and talking to your ancestors and stuff like that, y'all might as well click off. I don't think this message is for you. This is for highly intuitive people. I'm taking it and that's it. Now I have to see, you guys. I have to see what they were. All right. This deck has been really talkative. That's why my reading, another reason my readings have taken so long. You guys, these numbers that are coming out right now are beautiful. 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 Here you are. Intuitive you. All right? Intuitive you. High priestess as well. This is you being, like I said, you have to be open to receive, okay? Whatever ship is coming in, you have to be the kind of person who's like, hi, welcome to my port. You know, like, where would you like to park your boat? I don't know how boats work. You know, can I get you something to eat? Can I get you some drink? Welcome. Welcome, blessings. Welcome. I've been expecting you. We're ready. I got my hair done. Do you like it? Okay. That's a feminine energy. That's a receptive energy. So you guys are in a place where you're being receptive. As above, so below. They just told me I don't need to do anything else. Okay. As above, so below. All right. This is you in your moon space. And this is you here on Earth. You're acting, your connection to your own intuition. And you don't have to be a female. You don't have to be any gender. Okay. But your connection to your intuition allows you to be so receptive to the energies in your environment. See how she's like, all this stuff's coming in through her crown chakra? Okay. It really allows you to like absorb your environment in a way that can be very, very healing. Like these fish are called to her. There's a message in this too. Because of your healing energy, people are called to you. And fish. Just kidding. Pelicans maybe. I don't know. Okay. So these are people being called to her. And she's like, yeah, no problem. I just got this stream of positive vibes coming in through my crown chakra and my little rose hat I got on. Okay. Let me touch the fish and heal the fish. Like this is all really good stuff. Okay. They gave us a math problem though, and I need to take a moment. Now, first of all, there's 2 2s here, and I guess I never made that connection between the High Priestess and the Judgment card. This is a calling. You are being called. Some of you guys are really being called to heal. I'm just letting you know. That's a vibe I'm getting, because this angel, it's like, boo, boo, boo. Oh, hey, is there anybody around who's like maybe really good at healing fish? And you can be like, me, I can help. I'm being such a dork today. All right, you guys. So this is a new message that I've been getting from the Judgment card lately, is about it literally being like a call, calling forth something that was latent, as in spiritual gifts that your ancestors had. Okay. Ancestors was the first card out, you guys. You know they're here for this whole thing. Okay. So this is a 2. This is you being receptive to messages from the other world. Okay. Messages from non-physical beings, if you will, and energies. Okay. Being just open and receptive to receiving them. And that has been noticed by your ancestors and the angels. And so you're being called upon, okay? Now, these cards came out. They were framed by 2 4s and followed by an 8. Where it's tarot math, you guys. Okay. Tarot math. 4 and 4 is 8. So, but what's it mean? Okay. Because we have the Princess of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles over here. I like him. I don't know if I've seen him before. I've seen this Princess of Wands riding on her giant. This is like, you guys, this is like a big kitty cat. I love it. Okay. But here's the Prince of Pentacles. This is something that's very, very, very inspiring to you. Okay. It might even be like some sort of new inspiration. Like, hey, you guys, I have spiritual gifts. Okay. Being very practical with them, moving forward slowly. This guy has angel wings. Okay. I have to pause. Okay, guys, Christmas gift to myself, Jesus' birthday gift to myself, is this Llewellyn's Complete Book of Correspondences. So if I come up with an animal and I know that the message is important, they're like, go get the book. All right. So buffalo and bison are definitely associated with the element of earth. Okay. So it's the Prince of Pentacles is an earth sign. This is about taking that spirit, that energy, that fire, that roar that comes from this Princess of Cups. It's equivalent to the page. Okay. This is equivalent to a Knight of Pentacles. All right. Taking that and applying it. Okay. Gaining knowledge, gaining experience. It's about endurance. It's about grounding. Okay. Remember we started off talking about the red chakra, the root chakra, having to ground that. Okay. It's also about encouragement. All right. Manifestation, prosperity. Okay. Strength. Okay. So taking this inspiration and developing this strength is essentially what brings you this Queen of Cups energy. Okay. If I was describing this earlier and you're like, that's not me, like you're on your way. You're on your way, Gemini. Okay. Channeling all that beautiful energy. I love it. Okay. I'm getting off topic because I moved away from our math problem. Okay. Venus in Aries, the sun in Capricorn. Whoa. And Mercury in Sagittarius. This math problem, this 4 and this 4 and this 8 are only pip cards, okay? Pip cards are the ones that have the planetary correspondences. So look it up. Look it up. See if you know your chart. If you know your chart, do you have Venus in Aries? Do you have Mercury in Sagittarius? Do you have a sun in Capricorn? Let me talk about what each of these energies is, okay? Venus is the energy of the divine feminine, and Aries is the energy of the divine masculine. So this is the balance of the two that creates a home from which we can grow. Either you have balanced the two within yourself or found that in another partner. Okay? So this is one ingredient of the recipe. Okay? It's 1-4 is this energy right here. Okay? It's a cardinal. Aries is cardinal. So it is, which is interesting because 4 of Cups is usually like you've reached a certain stage. You've reached a certain stage from which you can begin something new is what they're letting me know. Okay. And I love that there's a bridge here. That's not a typical, usually there's like a little archway, like a wedding gateway kind of thing that they're coming through. But here it's a bridge. And it's a bridge between the divine masculine and the divine feminine because you got Venus on one side and Aries on the other. That's beautiful, okay? So you take that. Y'all, I'm not even playing with that. I got to turn this over until I get there. That card's telling me too many things right now, okay? Take that energy and you combine it with the sun in Capricorn, which is exactly where the sun is right now, okay? This may be a message of timing. This might be about something that will occur before the 20th of January when the sun moves into Aquarius, okay? But the sun in Capricorn is about steady progress towards a goal. It's about responsibility, okay? It is about getting the job done, okay? You start and making proper use of the knowledge and skills available to you, okay? So you take this energy, all right? I've got this place that I can grow from. I'm going to lock it down. Once you make the choice to do that, oh my gosh, my eyeball itches. Okay. Once you make the choice, whoosh, here come the blessings, you guys. This rainbow is calling my attention, or this arch is calling my attention to the rainbow in the 10 of Cups. We don't have the 10 of Cups on here, obvious, but I gotta, okay. I have to make room for other cards, but they're like, we want to be sitting just like this. Make sure we're touching each other in this way. All right, weirdos. So you're trying to pile a bunch of kids in the back of a station wagon. All right. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is about your ascension, you guys. This is about you coming into touch with what you know to be true. All right. But let's link this back to the ancestors too. Okay. Because the 4 of Wands is all about roots, okay? Like you have put your roots somewhere. And the 4 of Pentacles can be about holding on to those roots. These are the roots, you guys. I didn't see it. I've never seen that part of the image before and really thought of them about that way. This is about wow. Okay, so they just showed me a tree and about like the tree's roots growing down into the earth. And then when something comes along, those roots hold it in place. God, that's beautiful. And because you are grounded, because you're rooted, listen to how many times I've said the word root in this reading, you guys. Root chakra. Get to your root chakra now. I just feel like this Eight of Wands is, wow, it's messages. It could be messages and communication, like I said, from the other world, from ancestors. But it can also just be a beautiful rush of energy. I almost feel like they throw 8 wands at you. It could be opportunity. So for some of you guys, seriously. This is abundance. This is everything you can need. They throw these 8 wands at you and you're like, ooh, that one. I want that one. I'm going to take that one and I'm going to work on it. And I'm going to build my strength. And I'm going to be, keep my head down. I'm going to look forward on the path. This Prince of Pentacles is holding 2 pentacles. Just letting you know. Usually he's got 1. Okay, so Crow Tarot. All right, that's fair. Let's get some more. All right, I feel like this is, let me do it 1 or 2 more times, okay? I feel like there's sort of a counter argument going on here, all right? The Lovers is there. It's about a choice. Ultimately, when you feel called, when the Judgment card comes out, that's you don't have to accept that call. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the abstract. If there are some of you guys who are still here with me and you're like, I'm pretty sure I don't have any psychic powers. First of all, yes, you do. Everybody does. You got to find them. Okay. You got to find your roots. You got to get connected to your root chakra. You got to get connected to your crown chakra. You got to get all your chakras. That's one way to get there, okay? But we can ground this, okay, this idea, and say that this is just some sort of new project that you're able to work on. You're able to move forward with passion. It's going to take you some time, but you essentially have everything you need to get there. And support from the universe. All right. So tell me more about this 8 of Wands, please. He wants to go with the Fool. Can you tell me about the 8 of Wands, though? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, darling. Okay. For some of you guys, this is you coming out of some sort of hibernation mode to do this. Which hibernation mode is where we get in touch with our high priestess, okay? You guys, so we have 2 double confirmations. We got numbers coming out. You guys, stop it. Okay. I gotta get all the messages out one by one. This is the Knight of Pentacles and the Princess of Wands, okay? So the Princess of Wands, to me, comes after the 8 of Wands. Right now, you guys are in a place where you're not really trusting. Either you're not trusting because you're kind of stuck up on some old ideologies, you're not really open to this, or what this is saying is that you've been trying to have a new beginning, and you're stuck. And they just drew my eyes to the fact that there's this rock standing between me and my ancestors. Not my ancestors, but the card with the picture of the ancestors, okay? So if you can remove that blockage, if this is your story, that you have been trying so hard to start something new and you just kind of not really sure where to go, but also the Fool is a spirit unbound. And the Knight is on a path. He knows where he's going. Okay? So some of you guys may literally be feeling spiritually lost. Okay. Some of you guys, this is in the practical world. All right. So I asked for clarification on this Eight of Wands. Didn't I tell you guys? In my mind, she's grabbed one of those wands, this princess. Princess is equivalent to the Page of Wands. So when I asked on clarification, okay, remember we had the Four of Wands plus the Four of Pentacles equals the Eight of Pentacles. Look what they gave me. The Eight of Pentacles. 4 plus 4 is still 8. Okay? This is... For some of you, this is just reassurance that they're consistently like there for you, cheering you on, pushing you forward in whatever it is you're working towards. Okay? But these eights are carry very different energies because this is long-term sustained effort. Focus on a goal. And this is a big whoosh of energy. Even though typically you have all these like parallel lines and these are going like that. So it almost makes me feel like there's this connection, this like network of blessings to come in. And it's going to require your work to sustain it. But you have everything that you need, including ancestral gifts. That's kind of amazing. All right. Don't forget, this is you over here, the Queen of Cups. I want to pull, the moon is on the bottom. Yeah. Talk to me, deck. I'll pull one more, okay? Advice for you guys. The moon will not leave us alone, you guys. This is the card that is, this is Cancer, okay? Cancer energy. Remember the Chariot, the normal charioteer? We got the Two of Wands. 2 times 4 is 8 of Wands. Stop it, cards. Stop it with the math. I like math and stories, basically. Really basic math, though, okay? This charioteer, you don't see it. Because, and I'll tell you the reason why. But in the typical charioteer, this dude is like he's like in a stadium or like on a journey or something, right? But he's like in full like general armor. Like he looks like the emperor essentially, but he's got these moons, these crescent moons on his shoulder because he's being guided by his intuition. This guy is in a different place, literally, because he's not like standing there directing these. Because if you think about how a charioteer works, he's not doing a lot of moving. He's not the one who's really propelling the vehicle forward. Woo, right there at the camera. He's not the one who's propelling the vehicle forward. He just controls the energies which propel the vehicle forward, okay? The light and the dark. The light and the dark, okay? And he's doing this right now through meditation. He's doing it through meditation. So let's go right back to that High Priestess energy, okay? Be in nature. I think enchantment, for some reason, enchantment is supporting the idea of transcendental meditation if you don't have access to nature, okay? So what's your advice? Your path is up to you, okay? You are in control of where the chariot goes, all right? If you guys are scared of new beginnings, have faith that you are surrounded by support, energetic support, okay? Understand that, you guys. You are very important. You're magical. You're beautiful creatures, Geminis. I am really, really excited for your 2020. It's about to be lit up. If this is resonating with you and you still have questions or you're kind of uncomfortable about where you're at on your journey and it's a spiritual journey, I want to let you know that one of the greatest blessings that I have found is that people in that position are often called to me. And while I am not that far ahead of you on my journey, boys and girls and friends with non-binary genders, just know that, like, I'm grateful for those conversations and those readings that I get. So come to me. Let me know. Hit me up. Book me. If you're going through something like this and it's kind of weirding you out, just try the ancestors thing, okay? And actually, if you want to talk with them, let me know. All right? I'll see what I can do to help you out. I love you all. Keep being amazing.